Hey everyone, welcome to the sixth draft that I'm going to be doing as my free-to-play account. I've done everything but Umbrick, so I kind of want to force Umbrick this draft, but I'll just wait and see what the best card is in the pack. And it looks like there's no real best card in the pack. All these cards are pretty situational. I actually think the best card in the pack is the Nixing Alamancer. Or maybe Ash Maiden. Big Pep Bartok's a card I do not like to draft. It's actually pretty good. It's really hard to deal with at rank 1. Like 9, I usually like my cards to be 5-5, 10-10, 15-15. Big Pep Bartok is a 10-10 at rank 2 and a 9-9 at rank 1, which is gigantic. But then at rank 3 it's garbage. And you always draw it. It's not like you can just play it the first 2 times and then hope not to draw it in rank 3. You're gonna draw it in rank 3. Which is not good. You'd rather draw your other cards. But, you know, it's actually not that bad. I'd probably like to take it if Ash Maiden weren't so good. Really good snowball card. So I'm gonna take the Ash Maiden. And then follow it up with Warhound Raider. Excellent card. I would take the Scatter Fortiller to lock my factions in, but Warhound Raider is just way too good to pass up. Hopefully there's gonna be an Utera. There's no Utera card in this deck, but Cloud Cleaver Titan is still the best. Works really well with Ash Maiden too, because it's the mobility. I'm gonna keep. I think Crucible Colossus is the best card in this pack, but I'm gonna take Bronze Elementalist to try and get Utera in my next card. And okay, there's an Utera card, so successfully forcing Umbrick. We're doing it. Best card in this pack is Etherwolves, but I'm gonna take the Firestorm because it's a heroic, and I need all the heroics I can get. This is a free-to-play account. I don't have all the cards. I'm gonna grab all the heroics I see, even if it's not the best pick for my deck. I think it's going to be between Spirit Stone Druid, Spirit Stone Druid, Twin Strength, or Spark Soul, and pretty much in that order. I don't like Spirit Stone Druid if I don't have any cards that trigger it, so I'm not going to take it. Twin Strength is good in every Utera deck, so that's what I'm going to pick. And I'll take up another one. The rest of the cards aren't that good. Planeswalk Summon is actually a card that's impressed me recently. It triggers Raid, which is pretty nice. And then Shark Claw Crusher, pumps all your stuff. This pack is pretty bad. Best cards are Stampeding Mongosaur, Torque My Mender, and then Sparktail Manticore. I'll take the Mongosaur. And then Aether Tap Shaman, I don't want a third Twin Strength. I've got enough. I usually don't play that many of them. So do I want the conditional mobility one, or do I want the Flowstone Primordial, which is really solid. 6-7 is really, really good stats at rank 1. I think the answer is actually just Aether Tap Shaman, because I have an Ash Maiden, so mobility is at a premium in my deck. And I'm going to take the Stygian Lotus. It's a heroic. I think the best card in this pack is Volcano Giant or Flowstone Primordial, one of those two. And I think I'd lean towards the Volcanic Giant. This card's always been called Volcanic Giant. I've always called it Volcano Giant. Well, I'm not changing now. I'm just going to take the Stygian Lotus. Heroic. It's a decent card, not amazing. I think Shark Claw Crusher is better than a 6-7. Though Whispers of Dendris is not actually that bad. I don't think it's better than Shark Claw Crusher though. Being a creature is a really good utility. And take the Heroic over the Spirit Steel. Cauldron Mystic would be good. It's the best for sure in Utera, because you get access to Grove Matriarch and Spirit Stone Druid, and I have a Stygian Lotus for instance. But I'm not feeling it in this deck really. At least not so far. I've got a long way to go. The only card I haven't really worked with it is the Free Dog from Warhound Raider. But it's still a heroic, and it's still really good. Definitely the best card in this pack, so I'm going to take it. And then Avalanche Guardian is a good card, but not what I want to be attacking in this faction. So I think the pick is either Shatterbolt or Flamestroke Shaman. Shatterbolt's bugged right now. If you use it on the players, it disconnects both players from the game. It's really weird. So I don't draft this card right now. It works fine on creatures, but I just try not to draft this card because it gives you no indication that you're being dropped. It's really annoying. It's come up the past couple days, people playing it in standard. It's something to do with removing armor from the player. I don't know. Anyway, I think Flamestoke Shaman's the pick. 6 power, enables raid. It's just an all-around good card. I think most of my cards are actually Tempest, so this Savage Oath is not too good. I'll take the Shark Claw Crusher. I'm gonna take Lightning Tamer. I actually like Lightning Tamer. I already have 2 Shark Claw Crushers. If I had less than 2, I'd take another one. But Lightning Tamer kills a bunch of things you wouldn't expect it to, like, for instance, Leveled Spring Dry, it just mops it up. Sometimes it triggers Raid when you really need it to, and that's pretty good. And then I'm going to take the Warbringer Avanti, and then the Oxten Spitter. And then we'll take... I have nothing that works with Harbinger of Springs. That's probably not going to be the pick. It's either Cloud Cleaver Titan or Deep Branch. The only thing I have that works with Harbinger is Digilotus. It's either Deep Branch Prowler or Cloud Cleaver Titan. I think it's Deep Branch Prowler. I've got 2 Shark Clockers and 2 Twin Strengths. Deep Branch Prowler is going to be really good in my deck. And then I'll take... I think I'm more early game than not early game. I've got a lot of 6 toughness and 6 power creatures already, so I think I'm just going to take the Volcano Giant. Ooh, excellent. A good heroic with mobility that works my faction pair and helps me win races. Gemhide Ravager is an excellent card. And then I'll take the... I already have a Warbringer around here, right? I wonder if it's better to take the Conflagrate. I've got a Firestorm and 2 Twin Strengths. That's all the spells I have. Yeah, I'll take the Conflagrate. I'd rather diversify up my answers a little bit more. I'll take Savage Oath this time. Now I've got Blizzard Shaman versus Scatterspore Tiller. Usually, I typically take Scatterspore Tiller because it helps with a raid and it helps with, you know, Harbinger of Spring and Dryads. But I don't have any of those cards. The only raid card I have is Mongosaur, which is not even like a good raid card. So I'm just going to take the Blizzard Shaman. Blizzard Shaman's a really, really good card. Really good stats, rank 1 and 2. Helps me protect creatures, helps me move around the battlefield, and it's really good with Ash Maiden. Ooh, Hive Empress. That's a raid card worth working for. It's between that and Dragon Keeper. Those are also happen to be the best cards in the pack. Maybe Totem of Berserker gets some mention, but I have a lot of good cards under drops already. And I really like the upside of Hive Empress. Giving the enemy player poison is a really strong effect. And I've got a Warhound Raider to at least, and 2 Flamestoke Shamans to try and make raid a reality. And follow it up with a 3rd Crusher or an Unbreakable Mantis. If Unbreakable Mantis wasn't so small at ranks 2 and 3, I would probably take it, but it is, so gotta take the Shark Claw Crusher. And there's a Spring Giant. I'll take it instead of a 4th Crusher. And then last pick, well, Grove Matriarch's clearly better, but this is a heroic, so I'm gonna take it. And that's the deck. Would have been better if I didn't force myself to pick heroics, but if you're looking to get cards or you want to build a deck, it's just best to take the heroics anyway. Because if you see a heroic in the draft, that's a guaranteed 5,000 silver. For reference, if you have 3 of them already, it's 5,000 silver. If you don't have 3, it's like 25,000 silver because you don't have to craft it. And the further ones you get will become silver. And if you go 7-0 in a draft, you get, I believe, 20,000 silver. That's about 4 heroics worth of scrapping. So if you just pick 4 heroics in a draft, you can pretend you 7-0'd. Like, you don't get the legendary, but you do get as much silver as it would be 7-0ing. Or 7 wins. So that's why it's really good to take all the heroics. Even if it makes your deck slightly worse. If you don't care that much about the heroics or the silver, like I wouldn't care that much at the in my main account. I just try to play optimally. Then I would just suggest you ignore them. Like, if you want to go for 7 wins to get the legendary, to get the elite tickets, pick the cards over. If you want the elite tickets, you should pick cards over the guaranteed heroic value. But if you just want to improve your collection, you should definitely pick the heroics, and that's why I'm picking the heroics here. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here, and we'll go to the draft or the round 1 in the next video.